I think firstly you have to be a self-motivated person, especially in medicine. If you don't love it, you're gonna hate it. Like there's no in between. So it's really hard to, like, the emotional exhaustion. Nobody really talks about that because it's not a physical thing. Like you can see dark circles on a person, you can see that they're looking tired, but you don't see that mental fatigue.
Hi, what's your name?
Hi, my name is Dr. Aparna.
So, Dr. Aparna, through your career, you must have faced some challenges. Would you just like to name a few?
Honestly, touch wood, I've had a pretty nice and easy journey so far. It's
That's
tough for
commendable.
sure. Yeah, it's tough for sure. But I think it's hard to, like, I have a lot of school friends none of who are doctors. So it's hard to see that, they're on vacations and they're traveling and, and they're having so many experiences that I feel like we as doctors, as young doctors in our 20s, we lose out on a lot of, like, our youth. I'm sure, like, you can do it at any time, but it's like that FOMO. It's really hard to a little bit overcome. The studying part is hard for sure. But yeah, that as well as the emotional, like in internship, the emotional turmoil of like
Missing out on everything on a daily basis is...
But as well as we see a lot of like pain and death, and it's hard to emotionally, you can't process it in that moment, right? Like your job is not that. Your job is to counsel the patients, and then you have to go to the next patient, right? Especially like in the casualty. So it's really hard to, like, the emotional exhaustion. Nobody really talks about that because it's not a physical thing. Like you can see dark circles on a person, you can see that they're looking tired, but you don't see that mental fatigue, which I'm a very sensitive person, so much death is really hard to deal with, and it never leaves us, right? I feel like people don't, like, they think doctors are a little cold, and we have to be, because otherwise you'd go crazy, but it still weighs heavy on us. So I think that's something that it's a pretty big hardship that we don't really even think about, I feel.
So if you go through all these hardships, what has been your pillar of motivation?
I think firstly you have to be a self-motivated person, especially in medicine. If you don't love it, you're gonna hate it. Like there's no in between. A lot of people ask me now, like, oh, my like son or daughter want to do NEET, and I'm like, don't, like, you ask them, if the whole world is telling you don't do it and you still are like, no, I'm gonna do it, that's the only time you should do it. There should never be I can either become a doctor or like an engineer. That should never be an option. Like otherwise you're gonna hate it. Like you'll enter it and it's just gonna be terrible. So, but I mean, I love it. I love being a doctor.
So how did you cope up with all these?
I think a lot of times you like having a friend circle who aren't in the same career, that really helps, because you can unwind with them. You can really like you can live vicariously through them, through what they're doing. You're like, oh, that's really, like, that's so interesting, and it's nice to turn that medicine brain off. Like when you're with like your doctor friends, you're still thinking and you talk as well in that jargon, that medical jargon. But when you're with your, like, my friends are economists and engineers, so it's really nice to just like let loose. And I also like to exercise quite a bit, playing sports. Honestly, hold on to your hobbies. I think a lot of people tell you when you join MBBS that, oh, just forget everything, sit and study. But it's the opposite. You can study, but if you don't have your hobbies with you, it's going to be a tough road.
Yeah. So divert your time accordingly. That's what you know.
Slowly prioritize like your hobbies, your mental health, your exercise. It's easy to say, and I feel like everyone says it, but unless you go through it, it's hard to really understand the importance.
And what is that one mantra of life that you just swear by?
I love it. It's actually my phone wallpaper. It's "This too shall pass," which means the good times, the bad times, all the times, they'll say for a specific period. Like every day is 24 hours, right? So your bad days are 24 hours, your good days are 24 hours. Tomorrow is going to be a better day. And that's the only thing. The sun will come out tomorrow and you're going to be okay. That's one thing.
The sun will come out tomorrow and even brighter.
Yeah.
Right?
Fingers crossed, hopefully. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you.
It was nice to meet you.